as we're going down the road last night, there was another guy with the travel trailer, and he goes, "You guys know where you're going?" I said, "No." Because I just figured somebody that was this big would have a plan. No.
No.
It could make you younger, more.
You think so?
Yeah.
What? What's that? All right, we're just about ready to leave for Sedona, and I'm doing something a little new here. Check this out. I put a GoPro clip right here, right on the fiberglass, and I've got it on this session right here, so I can unclip it, and I can face it backwards, or I can just go like this and face it forward. I could also angle it like this, so I can get scenery and that kind of stuff. I've done the same thing on the other side, and I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. I'll tell you how I got the idea. Rodney.
What are you doing up here? Should have been me in the RV, not on the RV.
Rodney is a long-time subscriber, and he signed up for the YouTube course. He made this ridiculous video, his first video of going out to these motorcycle races, and I'm watching the video, and there's all these different angles of like GoPros on the top of the rig and looking at the stuff, and I'm like, dude, if that's your first video, I quit. So I'm already learning from members of the course of the angles they get and that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited about this. I'm even thinking about mounting a GoPro clip to the top of the truck so that I can get the trailer going and around. It's just so much to learn and do. So what we're doing is we're headed to BLM, out 15 miles outside of Sedona. And it's off of a fire road. The pictures look fantastic on some blogs that I read, and I've got the GPS coordinates. And we are 1 hour and 53 minutes away, and it is 4:14. So if we don't hustle, we're gonna be pulling it in the dark, which is never really that good of an idea. Well, we're 10 miles outside of Sedona, and we're looking for water. I've never successfully found water, and there were 2 RV parks, and I should have just pulled in and walked inside and said, "Can I get some water?" But I didn't. And I should have just filled up in Phoenix, but I didn't want to go all the way up those Black Canyon highways and just be heavy. So I'm bummed, because now it's late, and it's 6:15. And I'm ready to be where we need to be, and we only have 1/3 water.
Agreed.
And we really wanted to set up in a BLM spot and like test how long we could go. I wanted to take showers. This is the last time. I'm filling the tanks next time. It's so dumb. Okay, first of all, this is ridiculous BLM, is it not? I am so glad the RV campgrounds were booked in Sedona, because it forced us out here, and it's beautiful. I'm gonna give you the GPS coordinates of this, and it's just so pretty. How do you not share? So I'm out of the car, I'm looking around for some room, because Trish doesn't want to drive all the way down here if we have to turn around, because we probably won't be able to.
So let's take a quick little look.
Well, we kind of have an issue now because we cannot find a place. We've passed up a couple of spots that were decent options, but the drone showed some really good sites, so we left those so that we can go check out the drone, the bigger sites. And then when we got to the bigger sites, it said can't be prohibited. So
Drone doesn't read signs.
drone does not read signs.
It's above that.
Yeah.
Trish, is it level?
You realize that our back tire is on 3 blocks and our front tire is on 2 blocks, and we're still doing this. I don't know how we're gonna sleep tonight.
We looked on the Google Maps, and I love it when I put the in front of things like, oh, I'm gonna put it on the Facebook. Anyway, I looked at Google Maps and I saw 3 sites off of a smaller fire road. All 3 were taken, and we only had to go forward. And now we're in a situation where we're gonna have a hard time turning around and getting out of here. So it got dark, so we had to just.
Where's our water?
We had to just stop.
Yeah, and about that water. Do you want to share the water?
No.
We might only have 1/3 water.
Please tell me where.
Okay, this is when you pour a glass of wine.
Trish's version of water.
My absolute favorite thing are roasted vegetables. But if you don't have time or the patience for roasted vegetables, just get yourself some whole potatoes, okay? Undo them and then put them in with your chicken or whatever it is you're cooking that has like garlic and seasoning, and just heat them up this way. They are so good. And then you just have to do a side vegetable and you're done.
Dad,
1 pan.
I have 1 hour, or sorry, 10 hours of Wii music downloaded.
Good morning. It's finally nice to see you. It's been a long time coming.
So now the objective for today is to go find a proper site for Grand Ginger, because this small fire road that I should not have traveled down is not going to be working for Ginger. So we need to get out of here. We need to go find level ground, somewhere with a view, and get water. We need to get set up for the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that we've got a lot to share. We got a lot to do. So we don't have time for all this shenanigans.
Headed off to go into Sedona. We want to get a couple things done, like go to Tlaquepaque.
And get water.
And we want to go get a bunch of water. Ideally, we'd find a place that sells big freshwater containers so that we could take those to Alaska, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But if we can't find that, we'll just get the big 5-gallon and we'll just put 20 gallons of water in here just for the next couple days. Anyway, I could not be happier with this setup. Is there any way you can record that, or?
Sure thing.
I think the reason Trish and I woke up with headaches and tired is because last night was kind of stressful with the RV on this fire road, and it wasn't level, and I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to make a U-turn and get out of there. It's just not really a pleasant experience to go to sleep not knowing exactly what you're going to have to wake up to and do the next day. But we ended up flipping the RV around, And a 3-point turn, actually. I thought it was gonna be a 26-point turn. It was a 3-point turn.
It was completely stressful, but I'm really glad to be here. You forget how close this is, and you feel like you're in a totally different world. Sedona is awesome. I have normal candy. I have Arizona candy.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
That's a scorpion.
It's a real scorpion inside the candy?
Yes, except his little stinger is gone.
Do you think someone would really eat that?
Ooh, I don't know.
Gosh, this fits really good.
Mr. Milwaukee here.
This is comfortable. Does it look all right, or do I look like Indiana Jones or Bear Grylls?
Indiana Jones.
Alaska hat. This is it. No charge? This is the new hat. This is the new look.
Please, Dad, stop. No. Stop.
Keep it on.
Carson likes
Coyote
it. Carson likes it. Carson likes it.
If you
Coyote
are stuck in Alaska
Yeah.
and you have like your whole gear, and you have your little whip like Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
wear that. But
Well,
until then,
I need a whip now.
Right there,
I need
yes.
a whip.
Yes.
Yes.
look at me whip.
All right, well,
No, I'm just
look,
joking.
I get that this hat probably put
so
about
bad.
10 years on me.
It has
No?
nothing to do with age.
You don't think so?
No.
But I'll
We're
tell
like
you what,
50
it is
years.
really comfortable.
Be nice.
Mom's over
you
here
just
rocking
need
the
some-
I think it made you younger, more.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, that's not this hat. This hat doesn't go up like that, mate. All right.
He has balls of
Tlaquepaque, check.
Tlaquepaque, check.
Remember that on the 100K video when the drone flew over the RV and there was all that blue smoke? Well, tonight we started testing all that and we thought, well, let's do one flyby just to see how the flyby goes. Then let's do another flyby with one of the blue smoke canisters just to see what the smoke does and if they're in the right spot, which was a good idea because it wasn't in the right spot. And so then we decided to all get on top of the rig and I could see the sun going down, but I was running out of time and I couldn't get the drone to connect to the controller. And a minute later, the sun was down. So we've lost our opportunity to do that. So now we have to do this again tomorrow night, which is fine. It's fine, it's just part of it. Just part of the whole thing. But
Look at your Bear Grylls hat.
oh yeah, where's my hat?
Where's your hat? I could wear your hat and I could be making the fire.
Okay, go get the hat. So Bear Grylls here is gonna be making a little, he's making a little fire. Pretty nice.
A little spiced cod, some sauteed vegetables, and some yellow rice. I wish you could see it. I wish I could see it while I eat it, but the tastes are really
I wish
good.
what you can see right now is how perfect the fire is lighting up your face, and the moon and the North Star and the horizon is amazing.
The North Star is so bright. It's
This is
amazing. I've
unreal.
never seen it quite like that.
I can't really see my food, but it's real nice.
Why can't you see your food? Carson made a great big fire for you.
I can see my food now.
It's so nice and hot, isn't it?
Okay, we've got a little solution to our water problem. Yesterday on our way back, we tried to find a place where we can get the big 5-gallon jugs, but all Safeway sold are these 2.5-gallon containers. I watched a quick little video of how to get that water into this tank. It wasn't exactly obvious when I sat here. Well, I did figure it out. I guess the YouTube video just confirmed. It's the sanitize function. So this is how you would sanitize your tank by pumping into the tank some sort of sanitized solution. But you could use that same function to get the water out of a container. So I hook up the freshwater hose like I normally do, and then I follow this diagram right here. White goes down, blue goes down, left, right, down, right. And then turn this little pump button on right here. And then boom, it starts pumping away. So 2.5 gallons at a time, which isn't much, but I'll tell you what, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 15 gallons-ish. And I'll tell you, it seems to be working so far. All right, so that's it for this. We're gonna head over to the Vortex. I think we're gonna go to the airport Mesa. We're gonna see if there's a Vortex there. And then maybe even Cathedral Rock. Still lots to do in Sedona, so let's go.
The going straight up to Cathedral Rock,
Yes.
no big deal. It's 0.8 miles. The only thing is it's kind of uphill,
Okay.
okay? Or you can do a Baldwin Trail,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a little bit longer, and then there's another one that's a little bit longer, and those are the mountain biking trails because you know, they're flatter.
Sweet.
And they're circles.
All right, let's go. We're gonna go
get a
show you
view.
around. Let's go do it. Sedona never disappoints on a technical hike. Even a 0.8 mile hike is always
Straight
technical.
uphill.
I mean, it's just like in and around boulders, you scale up sandstone. It's cool, it's good hikes.
I actually enjoyed this hiking. The only reason is because I had to like scale something and stuff. But are we going higher?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Jesse here in town makes it. It's a double-sided walking stick.
Yeah.
Flute, so I can, it's 2 flutes in one.
Sweet.
Pretty cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a hell of a craftsman.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well done.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising actually in these conditions at an angle on my first try. So I think it's a combination of me getting a little bit better and luck. Oh my gosh. One of the big advantages to the Hensley, and by the way, install video and review is coming. I'm just getting more experience with it, and I don't want to do the video without really understanding it, so it's coming. But one of the big advantages is this. Tailgate can go all the way down because it added another 6 inches to a foot. Anyway.
This trip will always start off with, remember that one time in Sedona?
Yes, this is where we come to experiment. This experiment didn't go so well. If this was our first experiment, we probably would have gone and bought another
I don't think
house.
there would be a KYD.
Things didn't go exactly to plan.
Yeah, you set a little music to something and it looks so amazing. But there were times during that trip where we were just like, rah!
We were editing the video, and Trish says, "This doesn't. I mean, this doesn't look half
This
bad."
looks like it was an awesome trip,
But
and it was not.
Literally, everything is messed up out there. Like your solar panels.
The fact is, the wind was just, I don't think the video could portray how horrific. The trailer was moving around.
Okay, we ran out of water, we ran out of electricity, so we had no electricity.
So we thought we would take a minute just to share with you, what do you do when things don't go as planned? We get so many emails from people where they're gonna go out and they're gonna make a great 3-day weekend, or they're gonna make an awesome 7-day trip. And there's a lot that goes into that.
There's a lot of build-up.
A lot of build-up, and it has to go just right. And it doesn't. And I'm sure that happens to you. And Trish had some ideas that I thought was worth sharing.
So like with weather, like let's say you are planning on sitting outside, being in the sun, grilling, music's playing, and it's torrential rain.
I'm sorry to have to wake you guys up so early, but it is an immediate evacuation this morning.
Look
Really
at big
far.
picture. Big picture is we're going to Key West.
Yeah.
So the question is, how are we going to get there from St. Augustine? What if we just went to Orlando?
Yeah, but Orlando is really far. Okay.
That's happened.
That has happened. You may want to have a backup pasta dinner. So you look outside and you're like, yeah, we're not
grilling. We're not grilling.
So have a backup dinner. You know, if the kids are just kind of going at each other and you're like, how do I break this? Maybe have something that's age appropriate that you stash under your bed that you would never bring out unless...
Emergencies only.
Yes, it's apocalypse game, okay? It's like...
You brought that? That's the reaction you're looking for. You brought that?
You brought that?
Yeah.
Like, that's the best Lego set I've ever seen, or whatever's age appropriate for your kids. Or, you know, you wouldn't typically go to a museum or to a concert, but because everything is just kind of going in a handbasket, you're just like, you know what, we're gonna go do this and we're gonna go splurge. So just don't give up. Find another way and find the blessing in the terribleness, because when you look back, right?
Well, just remember that when you look back at those trips that just went absolutely sideways, those could be some of your best memories.
Yeah.
And those could be some of the best laughs years down the road. And although it's hard to keep that in mind when everything is going completely ridiculous, just remember that might be the case. And that's been the case often for us, and often from people that write in and they laugh about their trip. I just got an email today from someone that said 30 years in the making to go to Cannon Beach, and as soon as we get there, we're ready to take a picture of Haystack Rock, and the fog rolls in, no picture, and then they miss their flight. But they ended up having a wonderful trip anyway, and that's kind of the message, is that a lot of times our videos look awesome and
it portrays like this, but we're still a family. We're still, you know, in a tiny little space, and there are hard days. In this video, we both looked at each other and we're like, no. We need to break this down because this was not cool.
We get asked all the time, what's your favorite place? Out of everywhere you've been, what's your favorite place? And often our favorite destination are the ones that had the lowest expectations. And so keep that in mind. If you're putting a lot of energy and a lot of investment into a big trip, the expectations are high, and boy, is it hard to beat our imagination sometimes.
Totally.
Whereas when we stumble across something and we just go with the flow and we don't have the plans and you kind of explore and you discover things, it was like, wow, that was so much fun. I had no idea this was here. And so maybe you kind of build in a little spontaneity into your trips, so that you can discover and explore.
Right. I know that sometimes families like to know what they're doing. Like, I can't wait to go do this. I can't wait to go do that. But maybe you just kind of give a broad scope of what you're going to be up to, and then you lay out the fun stuff as it happens, so that it's
maybe
a little
save
bit...
one day with no plans, and you go and you go find out. You go into the town or into it, and you go find out what there is to do. So you do something that you would have never been able to plan.
Or each person is in charge of one thing, so that everybody feels like they got to, you know, say what they wanted to do.
Expectations stay low,
And then expectations are just exciting to see what that person unveils. There is no doubt that at some point in your RVing, there will be something that goes wrong, it doesn't meet your expectations, or you're actually just really bummed out. And so we wanted to say that that's okay.
It happens.
It happens to all of us, and we want to let you know it happened on our Sedona trip, and we wanted to be real with you to let you know you got to turn it around, because that's when the fun memories happen.
Yep. All right, so can we talk about the shirts?
Let's talk about the shirt. I am already finding hashtags I'm going to remember with people with their RVs, with their trips.
We're already following adventures with no shirts.
Excited.
You blew it out of the water. We thought reaching 1,000 shirts as our goal would be like
mind-blowing.
Yes. And you blew it out of the water. We can't even believe it. So we've already reached out to Outdoor Outreach, and we let them know about the campaign, and now we're sending more money to them.
Yes.
Because you exceeded the goal.
Because you are here buying those shirts, and we just wanted to give you an opportunity. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out, because that window is closing fast.
It's limited time. They're only going to be available for a little bit longer. If you don't even know what we're talking about, go to the 100K video, which was the last episode, and learn more, or click down the link below. But it's just such a great way for us to build community.
For us to get to see you, because we're going to be out there, we're going to be doing things, and so we wanted to see what you're up to.
So we get to follow you and whatnot. So go check that out, and then otherwise, we're going to see you this time next weekend.
Yes! Bye!